Oh, what's up, tribe? Thank you for being here and welcome to my channel. Today's post is titled Balance and Unbalance. And as it's a dialogue between Matias and his higher self, I'll be referring to Matias as me and to his higher self as I am. Me. The issue of mission and purpose generates a lot of confusion in certain cases, because not all of them finish understanding the duality of these two concepts. The fact that a mission is a mandate is very much assimilated in us, something that we are told and we must fulfill, not something natural, intrinsic to our being, and that the purpose is almost a duty for which the limit is death. I am, as I have told you. It's the vision of every living being. It's nobody's fault, it's organic. Your lives have been ordered from birth to death, both in biology and in culture, which is based on biology. That is why you have built based on an origin point and an end point. This gives the impression that mission and purpose are determinative to a specific life, but in reality, both are the same life. We could say that living is the mission and that death is the purpose. However, from the universe's point of view, there is neither birth nor death. There is neither birth nor death, as they are simple ascending or descending curves of a continuous wave of vibration and energy. Life, then, is not what you are seeing, but what you live now is only a fraction of real life. So, what you call a mission in one life is nothing more than the consequence of your unfinished acts in other times and places. Nobody has imposed any purpose or mission on you. You have only done it yourself in different facets of your existence. And that is why you call them others, past lives, guides, teachers, God. Therefore, what you must comply with and feel like an alien mandate is nothing more than yourself solving the same things that you have created for yourself. Your own action and consequences. In your own existence is where the mission and purpose exist. Because in an eternal universe, there is no end, and you will always return to yourself as the center of things, but not to you as an individual, but to you as an entity, as the essence that you are, behind all your bodies and forms. Nobody has imposed any purpose or mission on you. You have only done it yourself. Me, I think it's clear. The fact of forgetting makes us feel that the mandates come from others. Seeing ourselves disconnected, we see ourselves as separate. Forgetting is what makes us lose track of what we are doing and why we are doing it. I am. To forget is to lose the access. Me, and that's the key to this whole month. How to retake the access again, return to balance. Perhaps that will help us to remember to return to the center and thus begin to stop saying, fulfill the mission, to say, live my mission, and no longer say, carry out my purpose, to be able to say, become the purpose. I am. Balance will help you remember and forget gracefully. Me, how would that be? I am. Like dancing. You know how to dance? Me. You know very well that not. I am. Why? Me. Because I'm very clumsy to dance. I'm like a stick that moves gracelessly. Like a buoy in the sea. Like a buoy in the sea. I am. I guess you know why. Me. Shame, I guess. First, I was ashamed to be the tallest and largest in the school. My movements were clumsy and visible. Then I was ashamed to have a man's body with hair growing out, and I denied the body. Later, I was ashamed to be human. When I saw others dancing, I felt them as apes. Humanoids still in the process of evolution around a bonfire. I didn't want to be like them. All of this greatly conditioned my relationship with my body. I am. You wanted to continue being a spiritual being with a straight back, on axis, connected between heaven and earth. Not me. I felt that when they twisted their bodies, the axis would break and they would absorb any type of information out of balance. I am. From a linear vision, it makes sense. Me, but I am. From an organic perspective, it doesn't. Tell me, speaking of mission and purpose, does life seem like a straight line to you? Me, no. It's more like a sphere being created by millions of turns on itself. I am. So why should equilibrium be a straight line, an axis? Me, I interpret that the axis is the vertical movement that goes from the nucleus of the sphere outwards, and it does not move horizontally. I am like the trunk of a tree. Me, exactly. I am, but the trunk does not follow to the core. The roots expand looking for nutrients on the sides, and their branches expand to the sides looking for more light, creating another sphere. Me, yeah, sure. Then, I am. Basically, an axis by itself does nothing. It is the roots and branches that do all the work of absorbing minerals and bringing light. The trunk that fulfills the function of communication between them. The trunk there fulfills the function of communication between them. Me, its function, that of the center, then, would not be to accumulate in the center, but to redistribute, to be a channel of exchange. I am. The sphere is made up of different geometric solids. Me, 5 Platonists and 13 Archimedeans. I am, and many more figures born of the 18. Each figure, then, is composed of edges, energy channels, and vertices, information nodes. Me, which in turn are more axes that go to the center, to the heart. I am, that's right. Everyone creates the sphere around you. Each edge is a branch. Each nod is a fruit and a flower. Underneath, the roots connect to other trees, clinging to rocks and looking for water that is flowing and changing its course according to the season. Me, so the tree has to move all the time to keep the access. I am. Now you're beginning to understand. Me and dance. What would it be? I am. It's the way a human caresses its branches, flowers, and energetic fruits, looking for the water flows under its feet. The dances emerged as a way to search for information, the position of the body, the postures in which you put yourself will imitate certain energetic patterns, which may descend to you if they find similarity and resonance. When you place yourself in the Indian Hindu meditation position, your body is arranged like a tetrahedron, the basic figure of creation, and therefore it allows you to reach divinity. But when you must touch the divinity of the earth, of all the heavens, their constellations of humanity, of living beings, the geometries become more complex and you cannot reach all points at the same time. Then you must move. I dance. I am. Balance does not imply being static on an axis. It implies having the ability to nurture the axis through movement. A person becomes unbalanced when his movement is constant and he has forgotten his center. That is to say, it is not the fact of moving, changing, rotating, moving and changing the ways in your life that makes you live in imbalance, but having forgotten why you do it. Doubt and imbalance are keys to development. They are movement, searching, inquiring what else can be done or there is outside of me. Life, as we have said, is a constant ocean of waves that move in three different consciousnesses, but all have their positive and negatives. The oscillating movement is incessant. The ups and downs inevitable. Therefore, the universe made of the oscillation, of the imbalance, its own form of balance. Me, using your weak points to make yourself stronger. I am, exactly. This is the key to evolution. The universe, the more it was distorted, the more imbalance it found. But it's so that the greater the imbalance, there was more creation, entropy, the concept that the expanding universe is chaotic. Entropy is the way the universe saw that it could keep manifesting, creating, without stopping. Me and this entropy, I am, it's the balance, which makes everything sooner or later. Remember again the axis of things, the origin, the order. It is the concept that the universe manifests itself in an orderly way, even though we cannot understand what that way is. And the truth is that it is neither one nor the other, but in the entropic development, it is where the universe discovers its syntropic potential. As in a dance, mistakes become choreography, emotion, a story that goes from being a simple dance with friends to a classical dance ballet, where you see that ancestral cultures, through dances, changed the climate and spoke with nature, is where you understand that in the diversity of dances of each culture, you find your way of relating to the codes of the universe, chaos and diversity. Me. So if I seek balance, It is not that I should sit with my back straight and steady, stabilizing myself for my whole life, but rather that I must allow myself to fall, slip, get confused, doubt, lose myself. But in turn, I must never forget the center of all that movement, why I do it, what is the axis of it all. I am, and that axis is the I am. It's neither a mission nor a purpose, neither heaven nor earth, neither positive nor negative. All the mentioned are only tools, indicators, expressions of the center. But the axis, the true axis that maintains the balance of all, the true axis that maintains the balance of all things, is remembering who you are. It is knowing that you are, that you exist, that even though your body and your personality fade, change, as well as your ideas, all of these are just aspects of your being, because it is your being who changes, but it is always there inside in the center. When you experience imbalance, you must ask yourself the question again, who am I? And the oscillating path to the axis will begin. Equilibrio comes from the word equus, equal, and libra, balance. Equilibrium is the ability to achieve equal weight of two objects on both pans on a scale. This ability implies that no matter what you have in both hands, you can afford that they are different things, concepts even opposed to each other, but that you must ensure that both have a logic in your center, because if they do not have logic, if not, there is coherence between them, you will lose your balance. For this reason, the process of seeking balance is an unbalanced process in which you experiment with objects, their quantities, their weights. But if you always remember that what you are doing is not playing with objects, but rather finding a coherence of them in your center, in your I am, then you will have understood that the two processes have been useful to each other. Imbalance and balance are the keys to transforming your being in a coherent way. Me, understood. So today, in the formation of the toroid of my being, I must dance, allow myself to move and feel everything that is around me, what I have considered unbalanced in my life, and bring it to the center to understand that what I should do with it was to understand what it contributes to my balance, to be who I am now and what I can be tomorrow. I am dance in life, play. And once you have done it, you will know what you are capable of doing, and there you'll find coherence. There you will be in balance with yourself.